Hello everyone and welcome, Simon here from the Whales of Wall Street. Today's video, Verasity. Hope you like our new intro video there and our new logo and everything new about the channel. The only thing that hasn't changed is me and my voice, so hopefully that's not a bad thing. But we're going to look at a few updates from Verasity before we go into the chart. First things first is that VRA has been added and listed on the Bitfinex exchange. Really good news there. It's one of my favorite exchanges actually. It hasn't done anything like major to the price point of Verasity as such. We are in a bear market still in my mind and my opinion. But regardless of that, it's still good to have another exchange listing for Verasity. So what we can also look at right now that I wanted to pull out for Verasity is this little event that they put on here. Now they're sponsoring this, which is really interesting. So this is Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity. Now there's some big names here that are attending. And it's really good to see Verasity as a sponsor of this. We know that they have partnership already with the likes of Twitch, for example. But you can see some other big names here. Salesforce, obviously a massive cloud and software company. Amazon, no introductions needed. Taboola, again, another popular company. Planet Sport, I'm not sure too much about that. But the aspect of what I'm trying to say is that being interlaced with some of these other really big and cool names is really good for Verasity moving forwards. And I think being at this event and sponsoring this event and having network capabilities could go a long way. And we know about the ad stack, we know about the proof of view mechanisms and the patents for Verasity. We know how it will work with Twitch, but you think about the other ones as well, all the other projects and companies. I mean, even with Amazon Prime and stuff like this, like viewership and this, that, and the other. I think it's going to be really interesting. And I know as well, Amazon have like a gaming arm coming out as well. So it is really going to be, a good option, in my opinion, for Verasity at this event to really network with some other bigger companies. And I think that will have some really good impacts as the months and the years go by for us as investors as well, because they're going to be involved in these kind of names. So just thought I'd bring those little points to the attention. Other than that, there's nothing sort of major since the last Verasity video that we did with you guys. The only thing I would just mention once more is, of course, their VRA Esports arm. It's important to really understand the power and the magnitude of gaming, not just esports in general, but gaming as well. The play to earn mechanism, the view to earn mechanism, these are huge, guys. And we're talking about like multi billions of dollars already in this gaming space. There's over 3 billion gamers worldwide, and I truly believe that this is going to be a giant aspect of Verasity moving forwards. And it's certainly something, as an investor and a passionate gamer myself, I'm super excited about this. So what we're going to be doing actually at the weekend is an overview of the gaming market in general. We did do one a while back, ages ago, like a top 5 gaming picks in the crypto world. But I do want to demonstrate to you guys, I've got a load of research, load of information for a number of years now from all the partnerships I was involved with in esports and everything like this. It is a huge market, guys, and especially from the view to earn and the streaming mechanism. This is where the ad stack capabilities of Verasity are going to be extremely important, especially with the Bright Cove ad stack application as well. So I just thought I'd bring those little points to the table, if you like. But yeah, I'm super excited, not just for Verasity, but the gaming world in general as well. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover really on Verasity today in terms of news and updates and things like this. Let's jump into the chart for VRA. So guys, as you see on the screen right now, we haven't really moved that much since the last video. So you see the blue area that we got here that I circled. This is the last time we did a Verasity video, okay? So it's about a week or so ago. What has happened since then? Well, not a lot. We did say, though, at that point in time that we're probably going to see some sideways movement, not just in Verasity, but across the board. We're in the bear market. There's still negative narratives around the world at this current point in time. Bitcoin is not moving either. We thought it was going to potentially pull itself out to the 32,000 mark and beyond, but I have been very adamant when I've been saying to all my people in the groups, chats that I have, and on the videos that we do, that I truly believe that we might see lower Bitcoin than we are at the moment, and thus taking us from the other assets like Verasity as well. That tends to correlate now with this as well. So from this last area, we are still testing this 0.006 mark. Okay, we're still not back at that 1 cent area. We did do it back here 15th, 16th of May, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago. But since then, we've been putting ourselves back down to this 0.0064 area. Pulled ourselves back up the last couple of days, but back down again. So this is where I'm sort of suggesting that we may see some further action in this particular area. You can also see the actual volumes are not huge either. And there's a good balancing act with buying and selling as well. So there's a lot of macro trading going on by the looks of things. But in general, you can see here, yes, we have been putting, we had holders of Verasity adding to their bags clearly, but nowhere near the numbers we need to see Verasity moving up to that 1 cent mark and beyond. So that's where we are with it right now. In terms of the RSIs and the MACD, we are in a nice bull area, which is good to hear and see, but nothing major, nothing drastic, nothing massively exciting. But what I would mention here at this current point in time, from an entry perspective, if you're new to Verasity or looking to get Verasity, what are we looking at here? Well, I always say this on all the videos. I always be looking at the 14, 28, and the 90-day RSI here. This gives me a good indication, not just from the chart above, but where we are in terms of its placement over those 3 periods of time. Now, from a 14-day perspective, if you are a macro trader and you like doing things over that couple of weeks' time, 35 is a pretty respectable number. It's not as low as it was back here on the 11th and 12th of May, but we are rising ourselves up. Irrespective of these lower areas back here a couple of weeks ago, this is still really positive and good. And it's the same for the 28 day as well. What does this tell me? It means that in 28 days time, if we're higher than 35, for example, if we're heading towards 70, 80, we've obviously near enough or more so doubled our position from where we were 28 days ago. Simple as that. So these are the indicators that I use on a macro level and a long-term level, especially on the 90-day as well. The 90 day is really important from the aspect that, okay, I'm buying now at this really low 40 area. If Verasity comes into life over the next few months, it's a really good checkpoint. And if it does get to the 80 mark, for example, you doubled the position. So that's how I use those, and that's why I use those. And they do give you a full indication, really, as well as the MACD here behind it, the orange and blue, where we are with it. Now, performance-wise for Verasity at the moment, 7% up on the week. Really good to see some green on there. However, the monthly and the 3 monthly are still in a negative red. Not as bad as it was, to be fair. I think the last video we did was around 80+%, possibly, maybe around the 70, 75. And that is, again, something a bit positive. I know it's red. I know it's still a really big number in the negative, but it is moving slowly but surely in a positive direction. So this is what I want to see. And it's the same for the 6 months as well. That's going to take some time, obviously, and I do genuinely believe we're not going to see decent numbers across the board probably until maybe October time, in my opinion. We're approaching the summer. We've already had loads of people taking money out of their markets and stuff and their portfolios because they're having to survive with all the increase in bills and energy and this, that, and the other. But I think as well, now the summer holidays are coming, you're going to see a lot of people trying to move their money into things that they want to do, like holidays and trips and things like this. So I do expect it to be a bit boring, if you like, for some further time. One other thing I wanted to point out before we wrap up, we're still around this area, as I said earlier. This is still matching back here roughly on the 20th of July 2021. So this means that we're testing this area still, and I do believe that we're going to be testing around here for the weeks to come. I don't really see any drastic movements in the market at all until we see Bitcoin getting some stability at the 32k mark, of which right now we're not seeing. So I'm DCAing, I'm buying Verasity at these levels as and when I can, because I want to stake this for sure, but I want to accumulate as much as I can of Verasity because I think it's got a huge future. Do let us know in the comments below what you've been doing with your Verasity in your portfolio and everything else as well. But we're going to wrap that up there because we've got quite a few videos to get through. We're now back into it. Now everything's done on the new visuals and the logos and stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.